Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy back with another edition of Doki Doki Literature Club. I did not actually expect to do a part 2, considering that the first video didn't do so well and not a lot of people were asking me to continue it, but I just thought, you know what the hell, let me do this video as kind of like the closing video for BCG Romance Month. And I kind of do want to complete the Yuri route. I want to see where that's going to go and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm going to finish it here in the second. It might actually take me 3 videos, but I want to complete the Yuri arc. So let me go ahead and finish that off. I believe the spot that we're at now is we're going to be reading poems, and I'm going to read... I get to choose whose poem I get to read, and of course, I'm going to choose Yuri. So, enough talk. Let's get to the game. By the way, a lot of you were telling me that I needed to leave, like, the box open, or like I forget what it is, like the file. People kept telling me to leave the file open, and I was very confused by what people meant by that. I mean, Ben told me, a couple of my subscribers told me, freaking Sarah Yui told me. I'm like, what in the world what is the deal with the file thing? So if someone could explain that to me, like, in the simplest detail, that'd be great. People keep telling me, like, things pop up in the files. You have to pay attention to that, so curious to know what that means. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Yes, thank you. Okay, so now I get to pick whose poem I get to read. I want to pick Yuri, but I picked her last time, so I want to try somebody new. Let me go ahead and pick, I'm gonna pick Natsuki, because Ben really wants me to romance Natsuki for some reason. He says that she has the best route. So let's go ahead and read her poem. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Yes. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Me? You picked me? Not that I cared. I didn't want you to pick me anyway. Baka. I'm still not used to my name. Yinga the Millennia, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Yes I did. I put a lot of effort into it. Do you think I'm stupid? No, I think you're soon today. And I do love your pink hair. I'm not a writer. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper. It's super hot. I'm not a rapper. Not.
Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. And you don't even look. You're literally staring at the ground. Is my poem on the ground? It should be in your hand, shouldn't it? She's scolding me for nothing. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. I got her. She's flustered now. Painful to think about, huh? Look at her, she's like, I got no response. You got me good. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. Wow. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Yes, let's take a good look at this poem of yours. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh, no, baby, no. Hey, I think your poems are incredible. I think they're the greatest poems in the entire world. Okay, the creepy level just like went to 9 billion right there. I promise I won't do that again. All right, let's go ahead and read her poem now. Oh, this is much more simpler than I expected. So I read Yuri's poem, and Yuri's poem was very articulate, very poetic, and good use of imagery, like good use of words to describe some type of imagery or type of feeling. Here it's like, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Oh, wait. You said eagles can fly? Or is that the name of the poem? Eagles can fly? People can try. But that's about it. Hey, you know, she's trying at least, guys. She's trying. I mean, and it's not like anything she said in this poem isn't true. I mean, monkeys can't climb and horses can't race, you know. Owls can't seek, so it's very simple poem. Okay. Yeah. I told you you weren't going to like it. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's funny to me. I enjoy it for its simplicity. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because, Baka. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I mean, that's kind of true though. Your writing is a bit sophomoric, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's still good. It's just not high quality poetry, that's all. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message less valid. Yes, exactly. Finally, somebody gets it. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. Oh, I know that feeling. You ever try to be successful on YouTube and then you see all these other people like flying ahead of you? Yeah, I know the feeling of seeing people succeed. It's very disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. But you didn't do any wordplay though. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it fell flat on purpose. Oh, you're gonna be one of those people? Oh, I meant to write it like that. It was supposed to be like that, guys. It's not because I'm a weak writer. I planned it from the beginning. It brings out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. No, she's BSing you, bro. She did not put that much effort. That's what I mean to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Wow, okay, you want to be arrogant now? Okay. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, who should I read next? Oh, do I have to read all of their poems? Shit. You know, I might just do... I'm gonna do Yuri last since I already did hers. Let's do Sayori now. Yes, Sayori. This is a good poem, Yigita Millennia. Oh, well, thank you. Are you sure this is your first time? Oh, yeah, it's definitely my first time. You know, funny enough, fun story. I actually did poetry back in high school. I was actually part of a writer's club. My poems weren't as good as everybody else's, which was, I'll be honest, very brooding and dark. A lot of their poems were dark. I was more like Natsuki in the writer's club. I wrote very simplistic, lighthearted poems. And I got called out for it, like, wow, really? You're just gonna write simple poems? I'm like, what's wrong with simple poems? They're great. So in a way, I guess I can relate to Natsuki and her simple poetry. But at the same time, mine was, I have to admit, mine was a little better, though. I might be biased there, but that's just how I feel. Okay. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy that would be writing poems in his spare time? No, not at all. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Oh, well, thanks. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Oh. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the clubhouse. Or in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like what you said before, or it's like I said before, you get a millennia. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks. Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm gonna make sure to have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold up to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Oh, here we go. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, huh? Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissed my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? That poem really falls apart near the end. It was doing so well. Like, the last good line was, it's a secret, but I trust you too. And then just, I want breakfast. A very, very interesting direction that poem took. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, what gave you that idea? No, I worked so hard to get this poem right. You have no idea. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Exactly. I forgot to do it last night. Typical. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Yeah, that last line was definitely you. I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Oh, wait, were you running with the toast in your mouth and the egg on top of the toast like this? Now, see, that would be cute. Although she probably dropped that egg. Even though you were late to... Oh, wow. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Yeah, it's also bad to skip school without any warning. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, you do that, girl. You do that. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Weird. Alright, only 2 left now. Well, she said that Monica's the best, so we'll read hers and then Yuri will be last. Hi, you get a millennia. Having a good time so far? It's okay. Yeah. Having a hoot. Having so much fun. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring up things, or bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Oh, why, yes I do, baby. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I like that little pose where she's like sticking out and her butt's pointing out that way. It's a really cute look. Don't worry, Yiga Millennia. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Good job, Yiga Millennia. Can I read what I wrote? I'm reading all their poems, but can I read my poem too? I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Oh, that's nice. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Yeah, you sure did. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, trust me. I know very well. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. See, I told you guys. That I think Yuri has the best poem so far. Or at least I've only read 2 or 3, considering hers. But we'll see what Monika's poem is like, so. Unlike Saori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Oh, true artist. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It takes years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Like me. Okay, I'm sorry, okay? They set me up so easily, okay? I can't help it sometimes. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you to have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, are we just laughing at each other? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No! Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll read your poem. Don't worry, I'm not very good. Everybody's been saying that, okay? Can we stop with the modesty here, okay? You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, let me go ahead and bust out the sexy voice here, guys. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction sparkles protrude. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out on the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it. It's pretty good. So, what do you think? I like it. It's very free-formed, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I do agree. I feel like that would be a performance poem. It reads like that. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. It's kind of nervous to talk about, or I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's a good tip. That's a very good tip. If you are a writer out there, do not focus on one specific point. Just write it all out and then go back and reform it, reframe it, kind of make it come together a little bit more coherently. But when you're writing, sometimes it helps just to write all the ideas out and then try to put the structure in later once you have the ideas set. Just focus yourself on getting down on paper and tidy it up later. Exactly, like what Monica said. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. That is true. So just move your hand and go with the flow. I like that. It's a good advice. Good advice. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I feel like she was talking to us at that point. Alright. Now comes the coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen. Yuri's poem. Hi, Yuri. Long time no see. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, that's cute. I love this pose. It's so adorable. She's looking away, blushing as she's touching her hair. It's adorable. I like it. I guess that's why I like her the most out of all the other girls. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Okay. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Well, not really. I just picked random things mostly. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick the writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Oh, well, thank you. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Well, only one person so far has given me valuable feedback, but I do appreciate your feedback as well. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Yeah, that is true. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, I love her poem. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this purposed to be a literature club? That's weird. Alright, here it comes. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, guys, still good. Still good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, hey, it's excellent handwriting. I love it to death. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took it, can't speak. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yiga the Millennia. I thought you were reading. God, he wasn't even paying attention to the imagery, the complexity of what she was trying to say, you idiot. Really? I have totally missed the point. Yes, you're clueless. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't thought about it I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? So cute, or so adorable. Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Yiga the Millennia. Me too. Oh, that's so cute. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me with my mediocre writing abilities. Can I read the poem now? Can I read my poem? No, I keep reading that wrong. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. By the way, I'm terrible at reading, guys. Across the room, Saori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbol? Oh yes. Oh yes, the symbolism. Yes, about owls seeking and crickets leaping. Yeah, the symbolism, it's so profound. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. If you say so. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Oh wow. She's laying it hard on her. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Wow. Why you gotta be such a bitch? Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. Well, she likes everyone's poems, so. And Yiga Millennia did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Wow, these two are really getting at it. I guess I shouldn't pick these two to romance. They're polar opposites of each other. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Yiga Millennia liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Wow. Oh shit. The music just stopped. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Oh, here we go. Maybe you're just jealous that Yiga Millennia appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Ooh! Shots fired! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Yiga Millennia started showing up. Whoa. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Get the hell out of here. Oh, they both said that. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yiga Millennia. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it, the bitch. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem all convoluted with no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Yiga Millennia. Oh, fuck. You're putting me in the middle of this? Come on. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Yiga Millennia? Whoa, I don't want to get roped up in this. I want to get in the middle of this. Leave me out of this. Well, how the hell did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, that'll probably be will think more highly of me. Oh shit, I gotta pick. Help me, Sayori! Oh, this is so hard. I don't know what to pick. I'll be decisive. I'm picking Yuri. Natsuki? You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because everyone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should do it too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Oof. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Ouch. Without worrying, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hand and throws it in the trash. Oof. Oh, I feel so bad now. I feel so bad. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hand while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as you could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Yiga Millennia. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Oh, she's talking about the boob things. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Yiga Millennia, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh, damn it, is that all I have to do? I just have to read poems now? I want more. I want to do more. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. Your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Yiga Millennia, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehe. Saori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Saori and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh, that's cute. Saori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion is all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, you get a millennia. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Saori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does that really need to stop there? Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Saori. I pat Saori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Saori as an internal monologue sometime. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna stop this episode. This episode turned out much longer than I expected, but it was a pretty good episode. Like, much more has happened in this episode. And what I'm gonna do for the next video, I'm gonna try to pick words that I think that Natsuki are gonna like, because I already did Yuri, so let me go ahead and try Natsuki. I'll do it for you, Ben, if you're watching this. So, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a bit longer than usual, but hopefully it was a lot of fun to watch. And I probably will do a part 3. I don't know if I'll continue after that, because this is very long. This is a very long game, but if people show more interest in me doing this, I will try to complete the game. That being said, I want to take this time to personally thank all the patrons who graciously donated to my Patreon account. It's through your generous donation that I'm able to make videos like this. And if you'd like to support the Black Critic Guy just a smidge more, guys, consider donating to my Patreon account. There's a link in the description. But as always, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony One Second, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.
悲しみの向こうへとたどり着けるなら